The relationship with QUT has been absolutely essential to the success of this project. It enables our team, who wear branded QUT uniforms, to focus on deployment of hardware, while the QUT team themselves get to focus on more specialised subjects. I'm really excited to share this story with you, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
With a fleet of around about 18,000 computers, we needed to find a way to manage those devices better, to keep them in warranty and in service so that they met the needs of our staff and students. The ownership of those devices was decentralised, and they had very different processes around what needed to happen to get those devices upgraded, and we were really seeking to make that an easier experience for our staff so that they could get on with being the teachers and researchers of the university rather than having to understand our processes.
We've focused on innovative ways to review how the university manages that process end to end, and to leverage new technologies wherever we can to get efficiencies and improve the customer experience for our staff. To achieve this, we went to market and found a partner that could work with us to uplift our journey and to revolutionise how the university manages its fleet.
So we found success in the project with the user experience. When advice was taking 2 weeks or 2 months to deploy to a desk, we're now seeing that we can get it done within a couple of days.
We designed the service to be enterprise by scale, but personalised in experience. Users could pick the device that best suited them and could get advice if they had any questions along that way. Our teams, in partnership with Compnow, deploy 50 to 100 laptops every week and 75 to 150 monitors. They're doing that in partnership with our teams, delivering a seamless end-to-end experience.
I think trust is at the centre of every relationship, and in a university it's all about relationships. Whether that's a relationship between an academic and their student, whether it's a researcher and a support team, or whether it's with the wider community that we work with. And what we seek to do is to build teams or groups of people who get together and get a deeper understanding of what each of them is trying to achieve, and through that we build trust. Once we get to the point where we deliver trust, it really allows us to level up and move things forward at a much greater rate. You can have all the agreements and contracts in the world and be really punitive about how you measure them, but if you just understand that everybody's working towards the outcomes the university is seeking, that all gets put aside and we can get on with the job of delivering what needs to be delivered as smoothly and seamlessly as possible.
It gives me great satisfaction and a lot of pride, actually, to see how we've taken on this project up against, stiff competition. The team on the ground up here has been second to none on both sides of the fence. To me, it's all about the relationship, and the open, honest relationship between the university team and the Compnow team is probably the best I've ever seen in my 30 years in this industry. It's truly brilliant.
Change management was a really important part of the project. We had to make sure that we brought both our staff and our stakeholders, as well as our IT teams, along on a journey to change the way we manage our computing fleet.
One of the best parts of the project is the transparency we have on devices, so we can track where it is, what the user is doing with it. We know where the resources are at any given time. I can find my resources and make sure that they have delivered as per our processes.
We wanted to move away from transactional relationships with vendors to finding a true strategic partner who could deliver value across the entire chain.
The Compnow staff that we have here at QUT are fantastic, but another really great part of the relationship is the access that we have to the other experts that Compnow has on their staff, both here in Brisbane and more broadly across Australia. From the very start of this engagement with Compnow, we've worked with a range of experts, looking at how we can integrate the systems that Compnow already has and the systems that QUT has to work together to deliver a great outcome.
QUT has a very strong commitment to sustainability. And through Compnow and HP, we've been able to reduce waste by ensuring our devices are properly disposed of at end of life. And then we've also reduced waste in packaging and shifting to products that are more environmentally conscious. What made the difference for us was a genuine sense of partnership. Our success was Compnow's success, and we worked together to deliver something that we're both very proud of, to unlock tremendous value for the university. My favourite part of the project has been reading the feedback from our staff. They're loving the new process, and they've got a range of devices tailored to them, available at very short notice.
I think the project's been really enjoyable. There's been many times where I've sat and thought, This is just such a fantastic thing to be able to get together with a group of people from a completely different organisation, and yet it just feels like we're all working together to deliver the same outcomes, which is a better experience for the staff and students of QUT. There doesn't seem to be too many times where I haven't been able to get an answer from someone at Compnow about what they could do or how they could see something working, even when that solution might not be clear to myself or my colleagues here at QUT. And I think that broadening of ideas about how you might solve a problem is probably the most exciting thing for me.